Hi students, how are you? Now we are going to taking a new chapter, Physical Features of India. In India, we saw the various types of landforms like mountains, the plains, and then these types of huge level of landforms, and then the young-fold mountains of Himalayas, and then some deserts, oceans, islands. So these are all the physical features of the India. Now we are going to taking the major physiography of India, the Himalayan mountains, the Indian desert, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the coastal regions, and then the islands. Okay students, are you ready? In the world has been originated, it was divided into 7 types of tectonical plates. So 7 types of tectonic plates. Now we are calling these tectonic plates is 7 different continents. Okay students, 7 different continents. And then the tectonical plates has been moved. It creates the huge level of height of the mountains like this. This is called the Himalayan mountain. This is the youngest fold down mountain. Okay, young and structurally full mountain, it's called the Great Himalayas. So in this Great Himalayas has been geographically young and structurally fold mountain stretch over the northern boundaries of India. This mountain ranges has been divided the west to east direction from the Indus to Brahmaputra. The Himalayan drag has been 2400 kilometers it was covered, and then it is depth in the area of 150 kilometer in the west. And if you see in the northern side, that's mean eastern side, it was 400 kilometers of width. The greater Himalayas, the inner Himalayas is called Himadri, and then the Himadri has been originated in many rivers. It is worth 150 to 400 kilometer, the Himalayas. So it is average altitude 6000 meters, and then the second lesser Himalayas is called Himachal. Okay, it is average width is 50 kilometer, and then it is average altitude 3700 kilometer to 4500 kilometer, and then the lower Himalayas is called Shivalik. It is average width 10 to 15 kilometer. It is altitude 900 to 1500 meters. Okay, and then some rivers like Sutlej, it was originated in Himalayas, and then it goes Punjab Himalayas. So Kumaran Himalayas, Kali, Testa. So these are all the rivers in Nepal Himalayas. Assam Himalayas. And then now we saw the Himalayan rivers, like these types of places has been created by the Himalayan glaciers. In these places is called Purvanchal, and then Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Miso Hills. Now we know about the northern plains. Like in North India, Indus is the river, and then Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Sutlej, Beas. These 5 types of rivers has been called Punjab, and then Ganga plain, Brahmaputra plain. In this plain, benefited by the Brahmaputra, Ganga, Sutlej, Ravi. So in these places has been well irrigated places, and then it gives more grains to India. Okay, so Babur, this is the method is called the Babur. So the Babur is the originated rivers and then it deposited pebbles. Streams deposit these pebbles and then deposited into these places, and then in this place is wet, swampy and marshy land. Okay, so and then Terai plains. Terai plains means it deposited alluvial soil into two types, and then in the center the river was goes to and then join into the sea or oceans. Okay, and then it was flowed and then it banks a new alluvium soil. The old alluvium soil is called Bangar. The old alluvium soil is called Bangar, and then the new alluvium soil is called Khadar. The new alluvium soil is called Khadar. Okay, students, old is Bangar, new is Khadar. And then this is called the flood plain. Okay, in northern plains has been covered more than 7 lakhs kilometer, and then it goes to 2400 kilometers. So 7 lakh hectares, 2400 kilometer. And then the peninsular plateau. So it was created by the volcanic eruption and then the lava of fragment or the lava's stages. So we are seeing in this map, it is the major central highlands. So it was different from the lowest plain. Though the majority of the Deccan Plateau, the Vindhya range and then Satpura range is the one of the important hills. The Aravalli hills is from the Rajasthan to Gujarat. If you are seeing northeast and then southwest, in these places has been moved, and then it was looking so higher level of landforms. So the Vindhya Satpura ranges and then Aravalli and then Chambal. Okay, so this is the Bahelkhand is the another important Bandalkhand. So and then Malwa Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau. So Chota Nagpur Plateau, it giving so many of iron contents to our nation. The Deccan Plateau is the rich mineral plateau we call, and then the Satpura ranges and then Mahadev ranges, Maikali ranges and Kaimur ranges is the important mountains in the plateau ranges. The Meghalaya Plateau, Karibi Plateaus. So and then it was the listed as the Nagaland, Manipur in the places. The Western Ghats and then the Eastern Ghats. So Western Ghats and then Eastern Ghats. So Western Ghats, the average height is 900 to 1600 meters, and Eastern Ghats 600 meters is the average of heights. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. It was the major rivers from the Eastern Ghats. And then Western Ghats is covered from the huge level of forest. The Animudi Hills, it has 2695 meters. So it is the highest mountain range in Western Ghats. And then Mahanadi, Nilgiri, it was getting a more rainfall, and then it flows a very huge level of amount of water. Okay, students, and then the Mahendragiri, it was the highest range in the Eastern Ghats. Okay, so Javadi Hills, Servarai Hills, Kalvarayam Hills, and then next Indian Desert. In Aravalli ranges in Rajasthan and then some parts of Gujarat has been covered from the Indian Desert. Low rainfall below 150 millimeter of rainfall, annual rainfall is getting in there. And then the Indian coastal plain, we have the usual level of coastal plain like Arabian Sea and then the Bay of Bengal. So it was covered from in two side, and then in south side we have the Indian Ocean. So in India it has 7,516 kilometer of coastal plains. Okay, students. In Arabian Sea it covers Konkan coastal plain. Okay, so it was in Maharashtra, and Kannada plain it covers Karnataka and Malabar coastal plains. It covers in Kerala, and then in Eastern Ghats, eastern side, Northern Sarkar and Coromandel coast. So, and then we need to know about the Indian islands, the major group of Lakshadweep islands, and then the Andaman and Nicobar island groups. Why I am telling these of groups? Because India has more than 150 island groups. It covers the major coral islands like Minicoy, Lakshadweep. So in 1973, Lakshadweep has been joined with to India. Okay, students, and then its main island is Kavaratti, and then now we are going to taking Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, so Andaman and Nicobar, Barren Island is the most important island in Andaman. So it has some volcanoes. So volcanoes means எரிமலைகள் அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லைங்களா. After India is getting the independence, the India has divided these types of island. So the people is called India is subcontinent. Why? Because India has these types of ranges, places and variations. So that's why other people, that's mean the other countries people has been called to India is a subcontinent. Okay, students, now we know about India and then Indians physical features. Okay, are you ready? So if you are having any doubts, comment below, and then thank you to all.